It's the Heat, SIRIUSXM. I'm Mina SayWhat. You in Mina's house. King Combs is joining the house once more. Of course, he got the fresh cut, the nice teeth. You know, he got the jewelry on.
I was in the middle of a haircut right now. Actually, I had to pause real quick.
So you still didn't tell me last time how much you pay for a haircut and how many haircuts you get a week. We still ain't even get that answered.
$1,000 lineup right here. Nah. You know, I give my barber whatever he need that day. You know, we got a real friendly relationship.
I see. So what's been going on since the last time we spoke?
Since last time we spoke, I went to Atlanta. Me and my brother Justin popped out, and we got this song with Future, and the rest is history. So my song "Holdin Me Down" out right now. It's a movie. Everybody go tune into that.
So you got your first plaque during that time too, right? How you won it?
Oh yeah. I got my first plaque. That was definitely a big moment for me. When I got that plaque, at a certain point, I was a little down. I didn't know what I was going to drop next, and that really picked me back up.
You're down, really? Why?
Now, you know, life, quarantine, couldn't be outside. I was just like, yo, like, what's up? Like, what I'm gonna drop next? I wasn't really inspired at that point in time.
And that was validation. Like, okay, I'm headed down the right path, you know?
Yeah. It made me have more faith and just be like, yo, I can do this. I can go diamond now. I'm gold, go platinum 5 times. Like, you know?
Right. How'd you celebrate? I mean, it's hard to celebrate these days, but you had to do something.
Yeah, actually, I went to the studio that night. Yeah, I went to the studio. I was with my girl who was vibing. Called Tiana Taylor, told her thank you, you know, put me on the song, and that's it.
How is she doing? I spoke to her recently too, and she's kind of on some I'm done with music. Like you kind of got one of like Tiana's last songs.
I know, that's crazy. I told her she can't quit though. She gotta be on my album. It's not even a debate about that.
So. Right. So Future's featured on this, you know. So you're down in Atlanta. How does that Future situation happen?
I was actually recording in a whole separate room in the same studio. And like I just seen his man Scooter in the hallway, shout out Scooter. And we was out there for like 2 days. First day, Justin popped out. We had like a little mini party in the studio. And the second day, actually, I went into Future's room and he already had the beat up. And the beat was already up, ready, and he was just bobbing to it. I think he was about to do his own thing on it. And then he seen me. He was like, yo, you should hop on this with me. And then the rest is history. Holding Me Down, out now.
So that's why he starts it. Okay, now it makes sense because he starts it and then you come in. So he was already working on it. So
yeah, he was working on it first. Well, he didn't add nothing to it yet. The beat was just up and he had the headphones on. So he was getting ready to start it.
Yeah.
So it was really perfect timing when I walked into the room.
Who's the inspiration behind this song?
definitely my girl, you know. Shout out to girls holding their man down. You need that in your life, man.
So you got this song with Future, Holding Me Down. Who's on like the cover art? Is that your girlfriend? It's like the head of someone, like the silhouette.
Yeah, that's not my girl right there. That was an inspiration, just like a little silhouette. You know what I'm saying? You had to get a little artsy. But yeah.
You and your girlfriend Break Hicks have been dating for a while right now, right? Like how long has it been?
It's been like 5-6 years.
What? Okay, I knew it was a long time, but I didn't realize it was like 6 years.
Been together since I was in like 10th grade.
Wow, so you guys are literally growing with one another. Like, how is it? I'm sure you're both changing. How do you even like, you know, stay in a relationship where you're both growing up and changing within the relationship?
Yeah, it's fine. It's definitely a cool experience, life-changing experience, just because, you know, you get to have a good friend with you at all times. So I think it's dope.
How's she get along with your dad? Like, do you guys have like dinners and stuff like that? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, you know, she be in the crib with me all the time. So, you know, they cool, just like regular.
Who else is holding you down right now? Because, you know, this is kind of the year, this year and last year is really the year of like people holding each other down because it's been so hard. I mean, you even really just talked about how you kind of were like in a weird place when you got your first plaque. Like, who's
Yeah.
been holding you down, giving you that motivation, kind of keeping you going?
My sisters been holding me down for sure. I would say my CYN crew been holding me down. My pops, my brother Justin, my brother Quincy. The whole family just been holding me down for real.
Yeah. How do you stay motivated and inspired? I mean, you're kind of in a position where you literally have everything, right? You're Diddy's son. But at the same time, I'm sure there's different things that you go through on your own. Like, how do you get inspired? How do you stay going? Like, what do you do?
I would say how to get inspired is, seeing my pops and seeing everything that he has done and knowing that I could do that myself and make a name for myself, King Combs, and bring my legacy, my whole bad boy legacy, my pops legacy to the next level and live on forever, ever. Be on the history books, be the cover of the history books for kids 1,000 years from now.
Yeah, because I see that in the blogs. It's funny you mentioned that. I see that in the blog still, like Diddy's son, Diddy's son. Like, are you looking forward to the day where it's just like King Combs or Christian Combs? Like, is that what you're working towards?
I'm looking forward to the day where they call my pops King Combs' dad.
Right. I know that's right. I want to pick your brain about something, right? So
Okay.
Your brother had the internet talking when he did the interview with Sweetie. Like, what's your take on all of that?
What you mean?
Like, he did the interview, your brother Justin, with Sweetie, and that went viral. That whole situation. Like, what was your take on that?
Oh yeah, shout out my bro show. It's out right now on Revolt. It's going crazy. Ratings going up. I think it's a dope show.
How about that particular episode? Like, did you guys talk about it? I mean, he's your brother, and there was a lot going on the internet,
Nah, yeah. I mean, she said some funny things, but with that show, that's why that show is so captivating, because they talk about the truth.
Yeah, they get a little wild on that show. Would you go on that show?
Yeah, I got my episodes coming soon.
Really? Did you film it already?
Real soon. Nah, not yet.
Are you prepared for those questions? I feel like those questions could get you in trouble.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some of the questions might be typed different, but if you go on that show, that's what you want to do. That's what that show is for. Every place, it's a place for everything. You know what I'm saying? That one's strictly for the culture and strictly what the culture wants to hear.
Yeah. Do you have any aspirations to do anything on TV or anything?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about a show with me and my guys, CYN show. That would be fire.
Are you guys pitching it, or is just kind of an idea right now?
It was just kind of my idea because I feel like, a lot of the questions in the interviews and questions of how we live and how we move would be answered. And just like, it would be dope just for the world to get an inside view of like how we live. Because I feel like besides just the partying, the glitz and glamour, it's a lot of hard work that goes on behind the scenes and a lot of stuff that people don't see.
And it's a legacy that you got to step into and like uphold, that pressure alone.
Yeah, it's definitely big shoes to fill. So it's a lot of, motivation that we got to get and a lot of things that we do that's interesting that might need to be on TV.
I would watch.
It might need to be a movie though. Might need to be a movie.
How about like growing up hip hop? Would you do anything like that?
Nah, it'd have to be a King Combs show, CYN show.
That's right. Boss up. Did you watch I Got a Story to Tell, the Biggie documentary on Netflix?
Of course. If y'all ain't see that, shout out my Uncle Rock, Invisible Bully. Go watch that right now. I Got a Story to Tell, B.I.G. That's like my favorite rapper of all time. So I had to see that.
I've seen a lot of documentaries. For me, I feel like that was one of the best ones because it like gave a lot of like background of him before he even blew up. Like, I feel like a lot of documentaries focus on like the beef, you know, and then what happened like after. I really like that it really set up like his hood and his friends and kind of like that whole situation. What did you learn from it? I mean, I'm sure you know all the stories. Your dad has told you all the stories that we don't know. But like, did you watch it and learn anything from it that you didn't know already?
What I learned from that was how much he was in Jamaica and how big of a part that played in his life. And like his uncle, his inspiration that he had on him. I never knew any of that. So that was dope
Yeah,
to see.
same here. I saw that you were in a car accident. Like, I know you were hurt from it. Like, how did you even bounce back from that?
Oh yeah, that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. 488 Spider convertible. Top was off. They rear-ended me going like 60 miles per hour. I was spinning. I thought my life was over. I hopped out the roof of that joint. Like, yo, I'm good. All I got is a scratch. But yo, that was crazy. Like, I cherish life from that moment on. Don't drink and drive.
So you were drinking or the other person?
The person that hit me was drinking.
So like after that, how do you change? Do you change your life? Is it one of those moments where like your life flashed before your eyes? I've never been in a bad accident like that where I had to crawl out.
I don't even like driving fast or like doing nothing crazy at all no more. I used to be driving mad fast. But I would say, yeah, that definitely changed your life for sure.
That was probably God right there.
I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm here. Yeah, because yeah, for a second I thought I was gone.
No, we can't have that happen. So you make sure you do 60, okay?
Yeah.
So you got clothing line, right? I'm excited about that because you know the bad boy clothing line, Sean John and all that. Like you got your own clothing line. Talk about that.
I got my own clothing line coming up. I have a clothing line that I'm partnered with and have a percentage of. Shout out 730 LA. It's real dope. I work with them on the design. So at 730 LA on Instagram to go see that.
And then you're selling Holding You Down apparel, right? I think I saw that.
Yeah, Holdin Me Down merch is out right now. So I feel like fashion and music definitely go hand in hand. I don't know if you've seen like the Dolce & Gabbana or the Fenty joint. Like, I feel like fashion is a big part of me. So with this release being my new single, I felt like I had to come out with some merch so that the swag could fit in with the music.
Are you gonna send me some? I want some.
Of course, yes. Gotta do that right now.
I could have worn it today to support.
Exactly. What are you doing?
Listen, I'll flick it up. I'll pull up a couple pictures on Instagram, you know.
Nah, for real. I need that.
You talked about how Biggie's your favorite rapper. Like, who's your favorite rapper right now that's like out right now?
King Combs. You gotta go check that man out.
Oh, really? Should I?
New singles is out right now. Song with Chris Brown, Love You Better. Pop Smoke. Long Live the Woo.
Who else are you working with on this album? Because there's an album coming, right?
Yeah, album is coming this summer. We got Sway Lee on there. We got Young Thug on there. That's about it. I can't let y'all know everybody.
Damn, who's on the side like hating right now, blocking?
I just let y'all know those two because I already previewed those two anyway.
Meek, I saw you in the studio with Meek Mill. Meek's on the album, right?
I want to get him on the album. We didn't get to do a song yet. I know that's gonna come in the works. We just always be having natural vibes, just chilling,
partying and stuff, right? I thought for some reason, I don't know. I thought I saw a picture of you guys in the studio or something. So
yeah. Now we've been in the studio, but I was just like watching him cook up his stuff. You know, I've been a big fan of Meek Mill. He was my favorite rapper for a long time. So watching him work is dope.
Yo, he literally still freestyles everything. Isn't that crazy? Like he really just be like.
Yeah, like watching him in the booth is wild. He be wilding. Shout out Meek.
Yeah, I think people don't give him enough credit. You know, like he just, everything is off the top most of the time. I mean, I don't know how he does it now, but I know for a long time, that's just how he makes music. So.
Yeah, we got to get a collab for this album. You're right.
Yeah. When's the album coming out? You still working on it?
Yeah, it's coming out this summer. I don't got the exact date yet, so I don't want to have y'all promote that. But this summer, it's a C3 King Combs Takeover.
All right. Thank you, King Combs. Make sure you stream Holding Me Down featuring the God Future. You look good, kid. Like, keep doing your thing, all right? And
you look good too. You glowing.
I'm sweating. That's what's going on right now. I'm under these lights. I'm hot. We got to get these. You got to turn these lights on to get good lighting in your house. And I'm hot right now. I got a sweater on. But look, keep doing your thing, man. Don't let anything get in your head, you know?
All right, I got you.
Keep going. All right. King Combs here in Mina's house on the Heat, SiriusXM.